Hello, hello, hello. My name is Ace. I haven't done much content at Emerald yet, but I've decided to kind of make a comeback and cover a bit of my Emerald Open 4 tournament. And that's why I'm gonna do a quick rundown on my team that I drafted. I'm gonna tell you why I drafted it and how I think it's gonna go, maybe. And just some general stuff. So, I've played in the last two Emerald Opens, so I didn't play the first one, but I played in the second and in the third one. And in the second one, I think I got I played like 1 and 2, and I didn't make it out of pools. And in the third one, I had a much better draft, but I still lost in like top 32, I think. Like, I made it out of pools. I might have won a match, I don't remember if I lost the first one in playoffs or the second one. But it was kind of okay. Like, I liked my draft a lot. And it was really offensive. And I wanted to try a lot of different mods this time, don't draft Zard for the third time. And that's why I kind of ended up with a bit more defensive team. Which I normally don't really like that much, but it's fine for now, I think. Like, I can play defensive, I'm just not that good at it, but we will see. So I will cover the mons in the order that I drafted them and, just tell you why I did. So, first of all, I picked Salamence round 1. It's one of the 18 pointers, I think, and, I wanted to try it. It's a, like, really diverse mon, and can do a lot of stuff, can fit a lot of teams, and, expect some of the basic stuff like Dragon Dance, the Choice Band set, the Mixed set. I think Mixed is probably, like, the best one in draft. Because, you can hit everything. And, there's also, like, a Wish Salamence. And, I could totally play like full stall with like Protect and like Wish Protect Mans and then like Melodic and Fortress and Swampert. That's like a really also Duskull. That's like a really no Duskull Dusclops. That's like a really annoying defensive team to break. But I don't plan to bring defensive Mans that often. Yeah, I don't know. My team is pretty defensive, so I do need mans to break stuff. Like, I struggle with this Blissey quite a bit, so, I might need to bring, like, Break on a Choice Band set. So, as the second one, I got Swampert. I think they just work well together, it kind of makes Pokemon run less HP Ice for mans and vice versa. Also, it's like a good defensive water and ground, and if I decide to bring spikes, which I will, it's a really good raw user, and I can just chip stuff down and then, finish the match with like Mansa or Zam. And some of the stuff it can run like select stuff with like Substitute or Endure if I feel fancy about it. It can run Curse, but I don't really like Curse, cause people will just take in a lot of HP Grass, and it's kind of hard to like be a slow quad Grass weak mon. Obviously it can be like defensive, although I already have Melodic, so I'm not sure if I want to bring a defensive Swampert all the time. And it can also be like offensive. I mean, it has good stats, like 110 attack. And decent special. It can be like offensive with like EQ and surf and stuff. And yeah, I generally like it. It's good glue. And it's really tanky. Not much else to say. So then I got Spikes and Spin. Yeah, I really wanted Spikes on this team. Just so Mans and Zan have an easier time just ending the match. I mean Fortress, it's Fortress. It will run like the same 3 moves all the time, which is not secret for. Which is like Spin, Spikes, and Explosion. I mean, do you need anything else? Probably not. It can do some funny stuff like Light Screen Explosion, if I want like setup. And also it's like really defensively bulky. Yeah. Also, it's another quad weak mon, which is kind of funny. It does make it difficult for people to run like multiple hidden powers, but it also makes me really weak against Pokemon like Gengar and Alakazam, which can just play like Hidden Power Grass or Giga Drain and then like Fire Punch, Ice Punch. So I kind of need Suicune versus that specifically, or Dusclops. So then I drafted Zam. I think Zam is the first Pokemon which isn't like an obvious pick. I literally just got it because I wanted to try Alakazam out. I thought like it would be funny to have like a really fast mon that can just, you know, sweep with Calm Mind and can just tag in a lot of different moves. All the all the punches, like the elemental ones. And it can also run stuff like Disable with like Substitute or Encore. It's like also knockoff. Could also be like a especially defensive wall with like Recover. And yeah, also Taunt, it's really good. And Trick, it's like one of the few good Trick users with like a Choice Band. If I play against Blissey or something, it's really good against that. And yeah, that's basically it about them. Also, I really like the shiny form. So then, for some reason, Melodic was still open round 5, and I was feeling a bit weak versus like, what do you call it? I was feeling a bit weak versus like water types with Hidden Power Grass. And, you know, why not draft Melodic? If it's still open. Can be a good support mon with like Hypnosis and like all the general defensive stuff, utility stuff. You know, just like Ice Beam Surf, Recover, Refresh. It's just a good wall, obviously toxic with my team structure. And, you know, I just expected to like wall a lot of stuff and keep me from getting swept by random mons like, I don't know. I'm just scared of stuff like Endure and like Belly Drum Zard. And it's really nice to have like a bulky water type against that. And lastly, in terms of the big 6 I will probably bring most of the time, we have Dusclops. Obviously I want a Spin Blocker with my structure because of Fortress and, you know, Sam and Mance. And yeah, it's really good. It can run like multiple recovery options like Rest Hawk and Fate Split. It can get me momentum with Memento to get in like Zam or Mance to start Dragon Dancing or Calm Minding. It could totally run like Calm Mind itself, why not? Like Sweep with Ice Beam or something. And yeah, it just has a lot of utility options, Will-O-Wisp. It could pursue some of like the psychic types. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, Curse is really nice versus like versus like Curse Legs. There will also be like a good auto versus like Suicune or Rachi if they get up comments, but those aren't allowed. So yeah, I've actually used like the first 6 months in OU for fun, and I did decide to bring Curse on Dusclops just cause the team is so weak against Suicune, and yeah, that was like a good out. And then for the memes, we have the Mekago. It's just like a 1-point flang resist, you know, it does have recover. I know it has like a good niche, and not a good niche, but it has like a niche in OU, cause it's kind of interesting defensive-wise. And then we have Metatite. There was the infamous Metatite sweep in the last Emerald Open, where some Metatite went 6-0. With like, I think it was reverse Select, so maybe I will bring that, I don't know. I just have it cause the team does struggle a bit versus Blissey, unless I like Choice Band trick it, or, you know, break it with like Bands or Swampert. And yeah, that's it. Overall, I really like the team. I'm a bit scared of using it, you know, there are a lot of quadruple weaknesses. So I think this is probably like the most skill expressive team I've drafted so far, cause the First two were kind of just, you know, bring the right setup mons and then, you know, hope that your setup works, which is probably a bit easier to pull off than always making like the right predictions, making sure hazards are up, and yeah, don't let like any of my defensive mons get hit by like a random hidden power, or you know, deciding when it's fine to let them die from a random hidden power. Wouldn't be surprised if I went through with this team, but let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about really? Not really. I will definitely record the matches. I probably won't do any team buildings and stuff, that's like a bit extra. But I will probably do some live battles, why not? So yeah, I think that's it. I hope y'all had fun watching, and I will see you as soon as I upload my next battle. Alright, have a good one, and see ya.